2004, South Africa celebrates as the Rainbow Nation is confirmed as the host for the 2010 World Cup.
This is the greatest day for South Africa.
As we all know, it's the first World Cup in Africa, and it really means a lot to South Africans, really. Hopefully it will reshape the country, and as a South African, I'm looking forward to it.
South Africa! We're gonna win the World Cup!
32 teams will soon arrive and begin their pursuit for glory. On 6 occasions, the hosts have partied throughout as their team has gone on to lift the trophy. The home team is unfancied, but still under pressure. Joining South Africa in Group A are Mexico, South American opposition in the form of Uruguay, and France, champions in 1998 and finalists 4 years ago. And this is where the talking will stop and the action will begin. The stunning Soccer City Stadium in Johannesburg will stage South Africa's opening game against Mexico on Friday, June the 11th. Preparing to carry the weight of expectation on his shoulders is Bafana Bafana's captain, Aaron Mokoena. Vastly experienced with almost 100 caps, he's eagerly anticipating his chance to lead his nation out and get the World Cup underway.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a dream come true. One of the goals that I set for myself, being part of that team, opening the Soccer City, will be really an achievement for me, and I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'm looking forward to that pressure.
Calling the shots for the hosts is Carlos Alberto Pereira, who masterminded Brazil's win in 1994, and South Africa will become the 5th nation he's led at a World Cup.
My history in football goes back 40 years. This is my 8th World Cup now, and I just couldn't stay away. Anyone who likes football couldn't. It's the peak of a manager's career, the peak of a player's career, and the most important tournament where everyone stops to watch. So I feel very motivated right now to work. I'm growing with my team and with my players, and it's that motivation that makes me be here.
Carlos been there, and he done it. Great experience he has. He knows how much it takes to go out there and win games in the World Cup in a serious pressure. He's been in 7 World Cups. This is going to be his 8th World Cup. So his experience is going to play a massive role in the team.
This is Pereira's 2nd spell in charge of South Africa, and he's made significant changes. Striker Benny McCarthy has returned to the national team from his self-imposed exile.
For me, it's like a blessing in the sky that I'm still playing football this day, and that I'm at that stage where I can get to play my last World Cup probably in my own country. So it's like really good, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I just honestly hope that nothing comes in my way or nothing stops me from achieving that goal.
This will be South Africa's 3rd appearance at a World Cup finals. Having never gone beyond the group stage, much will depend on the form of their established internationals like Steven Pienaar, if they are to make it to the knockout stages of their own tournaments.
It's going to be a World Cup with an African vibe, which is obviously a lot of singings, drums and stuff like that. It's going to be really a different World Cup altogether, and exciting World Cup. Hopefully everyone who's going to be there will really enjoy the World Cup in South Africa.
It's my 8th World Cup and I'm managing the host nation. It's a great challenge. Once you've experienced the World Cup, then it's an addiction. It's with you forever. If you're well prepared, then the atmosphere helps. And our fans are very passionate. I'm sure they'll help our side.
South Africa opened the World Cup by meeting Mexico at Soccer City before taking on Uruguay in Pretoria and France in Bloemfontein. France's road to South Africa was anything but straightforward. Qualifying began after a poor showing at Euro 2008, where they failed to make it beyond the opening stages, and the malaise continued. Under the guidance of Raymond Domenech, the French finished runners-up to Serbia in their qualifying group and found themselves in a playoff against the Republic of Ireland.
The qualification was not easy, but I think in the end of the qualification we go through, and this is the most important, because now we need to focus about the future and not about the past. And I think we have the squad strong enough for win this World Cup. If you look like every position in that team. I think they have the best player in the world.
World champions in 1998, European champions 2 years later, and World Cup finalists at Germany 2006. It seems some of the lustre has gone from the star-studded French team.
I think we have a stronger team than we did even in '98. Me, I knew what it was like in '98, but I know the current players too. And we've got a very strong team now. Now there's the possibility of having Benzema, Ribéry, Henry, Gourcuff, players who are used to that high standard of play, who play at the top clubs in Europe. But unfortunately these players have difficulty expressing themselves for France, and that's a shame.
Euro 2008 saw France finish bottom of their group, below Holland, Italy and Romania. The football world expected Raymond Domenech to lose his job, but controversially, he was retained.
The European Championships of 2008 was a total disaster for the French team, and the main responsibility lay with the coach. So the great problem of the French national team is the coach who, with the great players he has available, cannot build a team. That essentially is the problem for a French team that, after the European Championships of 2008, hasn't managed to rebuild.
France qui, après le championnat d'Europe 2008, n'a pas su se reconstruire.
It wasn't a good campaign from the very first match when France lost by 3-1 in Austria, which was incredible, absolutely incredible.
Absolument incroyable.
And after that, all the matches were a bit painful, very tight. Even in the Faroe Islands, France could only manage with great difficulty a 1-0 win. It was complicated every step of the way, and we never saw the light. We just never saw the light.
Et on voit pas la lumière, on voit pas venir la lumière.
We suffered in qualification. The fans were complaining. Every day they criticised the coach, and we didn't play well. Football is fragile. It's very hard to get to the top, but even harder to stay there.
By finishing second to Serbia, it all came down to 2 playoff games against the Irish, the first in Croke Park, Dublin. Nicolas Anelka's goal with 18 minutes left gave France the advantage for the second leg in Paris 10 days later. It was a game mired in controversy. Thierry Henry handling the ball in the build-up to William Gallas's winning goal in extra time. The French were through on an evening which will be remembered for all the wrong reasons.
Every year is like that. The qualification is very hard, but after we do a good tournament. But I told you, I think, yeah, a lot of people say maybe the French team is not good, but I will see when we play against the other team if they fear or not.
First up for the French in Group A is a clash with Uruguay in Cape Town. Then they travel to Polokwane to play Mexico, before meeting the hosts on June the 22nd in Bloemfontein.